Everybody comes over. I don't know what happened. I wasn't getting any messages. Said 2 people are in. We'll see if anybody shows up. If nobody shows up, we'll shut down. Yeah, everybody might have been away too. Who knows? Well, let's see, puppy dog. Maybe Dad was fucking. Maybe Dad shouldn't have fucking. Maybe Dad should just shut off at lunch. Oh, we got somebody in here. I couldn't fucking. I wasn't getting any messages. So I shut down the other one. It happened yesterday too, like after fucking lunch for some reason. And I can't remember if I started another one. Hey, send me a message, fucking, because I don't think I'm getting my messages again. Unless fucking somebody's driving. If you're driving, obviously I don't want you messaging me. There's 3 people in here now. Somebody message me so I know I'm getting my messages. Heather's here. Hi. Guess what? I got good news for you. Evie gets her snakes Wednesday. I can ship Tuesday night. It's going to be 38 and Wednesday night's 43, but I want a 2-day buffer in case something goes wrong in shipping, so they'll have 2 days. Can I? Yes, you can. You most certainly. Yes, I got 2 shipping boxes. It was the second one was for either you or Julia, whoever wanted their snakes first. But yes, I could ship to you to also. Tuesday for you to pick up Wednesday. You just got to send me the complete address to your shipping hub that you're going to pick it up at. And then you obviously got to be available in the morning to pick it up. I got the headphones in, old boy. Bold Coast, hey, thank you, buddy. Fucking, he's a repeat. He came back from yesterday. Heather, this is one of Dale's buddies from yesterday that started coming in. So welcome him. How do I pay? You can pay PayPal or Venmo. I trust you. So, normally I anybody I don't really know, I do PayPal just so that way I'm covered. But Evie is in here. Heather wants to get her snakes on her snake on Wednesday too. I'm glad I shut down. Was you guys in the other one? I wasn't getting any messages, and it showed only 2 people in. Woo, woo. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I bold. Oh, see, I'm telling you, everybody's fucking cool in hell in here. Everybody always says fucking hi to everybody. Mystic's back. Mystic's getting snakes too. Everybody's getting snakes except for me. I'm losing snakes. Fucking Storm, my buddy Mojave. You guys see fucking me tell that in the last video. We're up to 7 now. I'm glad I backed out because I don't something happened to that. I almost think when the camera don't pick up movement or something, it fucking shuts down everything in private. Aren't you so excited, Evie? Yeah, she is. Sounds like you should be excited too, Heather. You must be ready if you were asking me. Evie said Evie's had her stuff set up since last Sunday. Which is awesome. I'm not laughing, Evie. I mean, I was the same way. You wait. If you couldn't sleep last night, you wait till fucking Tuesday night. But the cool part is going through red line shipping, you literally can track the temperatures in each city or each state that the snake goes through. I mean, literally through their app, you can track it like while it's on the plane and all that. I mean, your regular tracking that I'm going to send you is just going to tell you when it actually hits each hub or each time that it gets transferred to another thing. I'll be FedEx Hub at 8. It won't be there probably at 8 though, Evie. Honestly, I'd probably go for arriving around 10. So that way, if it's 10:30, you haven't been there since 8. You know what I mean? They'll be fine because once they bring them into the building, they just sit them right there outside of the room where the main counter is. It's just in the other room around the corner. Just got called in. Peace. Later, Mystic. Sorry, buddy, but I know you want you like the money right now. Yes, she's getting both at the same time, Heather. I can't wait, man. I told her I have to fucking record the unboxing because I want to see the fucking look on her face when she fucking takes them out of the fucking bag. And then I want to see her face after the fact that they've been out of the bag and she's holding them and she sees how fucking amazingly chill they are. You know what I mean? And they're gonna take right off from get go. Yes, you can. Did you see my short? In the video, she didn't eat. In the feeding video, the feeding Romeo and the juveniles. Fucking, doesn't that sound like fucking like a band name of a band? Like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. We got Romeo and the Juveniles. But your girl did eat. I got her that fucking clip, the short clip that I took of the snake that was in blue that ate. She actually ate the next time I fed her because what it was is I tried feeding her and no, she wasn't sure it was food or not, but the smell, once I offered and I closed her up, she got smelling that, oh, that was a rat. So when I went and fucking offered to her the second time, fucking I just put it close enough to where fucking she could get a smell of it again, and she took it. And that was the clip of her eating this the other night, even in blue. Because normally, honestly, I wouldn't even. Where you guys are only gonna have a couple, and you're not gonna have a bunch of other snakes to offer food to if they don't eat. I would fucking wait. If their eyes are in blue, don't even bother trying to feed them, and it's not gonna bother them a bit. They'll be actually more comfortable waiting till after. And all you gotta do is just wait till their eyes aren't blue anymore. When they can actually see again, whether they shed or not, as soon as their eyes come out of blue, then you can go ahead. I'm going to take her out. But as soon as their eyes come out of that blue, then you can offer them food. They don't have to completely shed. It's just, oh, look, your girl shed. Ha ha ha. So she's got brand new skin right now. There is her shed. That is what you want to look for. A shed just like that, all rolled up like a sock or a condom. So that's a perfect shed. So let's see this girl. Let's see what this girl looks like when brand new shed. If you are going to get your girl, Heather, I'm going to tell you just like her. If you're going to get this girl on Wednesday, feed her Friday night. But don't handle her on Friday. Give yourself the that little bit of extra edge of that way she won't think that you're just going to be taking her out. She'll be ready to eat. You know what I mean? Because if you and after they have that first meal, give her a couple days and start holding her. And then the next night that you're planning on feeding her, go ahead, you can hold her, but I would give her a good 4 to 5 hours of no holding before that meal. But once you get her once she's, at your place and she's eating on the regular, you can literally hold her right up to 2 hours before. These guys but they're used to being here. I've literally taken them. I've actually Romeo. I fed him the other night, and after I fed him, he went pee, and we took him out. The wife held him. He's got brand new food in him, and the wife held him. She just keeps him flat. You know, she just gives him plenty of support, keeps him flat, and I cleaned him up real quick and we put him back. And it's not an issue. He wasn't stressed in any way. He didn't really care. You know, actually, he almost acted like he normally did. You wouldn't even really know he had food in him. And as you can see from my shorts, this back camera fucking sucks. Their colors do not come out worth shit on this camera. My Instagram photos and the shorts that I posted, no filters. I don't use any filters whatsoever. But the front camera facing on my phone is 10 times the camera as this back one. You know what I mean? So that's why I really like fucking my Instagram. That's why I always tell everybody to go to my Instagram, because the snakes, I can actually show you the actual what the snakes look like, you know, on Instagram better than, you know, than anywhere else. Any videos I post to fucking Facebook come out fucking grainy as hell. And they're not grainy. You can tell they're not grainy. Here. Yeah, no, I shot a short right after that, and she ate. And but like I said in that video, I don't ever get real surprised if they don't eat when their eyes are completely blue. They can't see. You know what I mean? But I do have a lot that will eat no matter what, whether they got blue caps or not. And obviously she's one of them, but she needed to be sure that it was food. These guys don't want to bite you. You know what I mean? They really want to make sure that it's actually food if they're gonna bite, because that's the only time they know to even be like that. She doesn't know to be defensive. You know, I'm going to be easy with her because I did that earlier with Romeo, and I bopped him right on his nose. And you ask Evie, he acted like it was no big deal. You know, I mean, yeah, it knocked his head back, but he never lost stride. He just kept acting like he normally does, like it didn't even bother him. It bothered me more than it did him. You know, but there you go, Eves. Oh. I mean, Heather. We missed you. We always well, we was all of us weren't. But I was wondering, I go, shit, Heather hasn't been in a while. And then it dawned on me, you said you were going to Nerd. Nobody's asked you how that went. But then I got thinking, I go, fuck it, she might have had to travel for a day and then a day to be at Nerd, and here you are today. So I'm assuming that's what happened. Oh, pretty girl. She is a pretty girl. Oh, I gotta go way back here. Hey, got my boy coming Wednesday. Can I see my beautiful girl? FLO. Okay, good. Oh, wow, that's great. How they keep the shed. Oh, pretty girl. Okay, gonna watch over TV. Okay, I'm definitely going to do everything you say. Okay, sounds good. The last thing I saw, I don't have Instagram, but I think I need to get it. You don't have to follow everybody. You know what I mean? My wife's on Instagram, but she follows like King Corso groups and stuff like that. She's not much into seeing half naked guys unless it's me, she says. Laugh out loud. She's so sweet. No, all good. Change around. So I did not get to go. My grandma took a turn for. Oh, you didn't. Well, that was the other thing. The first thing I thought of is I go, geez, I hope everything's all right with your grandmother. And then I go, oh, I bet she's gone a nerd. That's why she ain't around. I'm so sorry, Heather. You know, but yeah, you see how sweet this girl is. I mean, just showing you, she's right up against my face. But let's see, it doesn't bother her a bit. She's, for all we know, she might actually like it. She might actually, like being cuddled. I don't know. You can throw her around your neck, but this is what I like to do with my babies because they don't necessarily know they can hang on. So I like to grab them right by the tail right here and see how she's hanging on to me. And this is what I do. I just make sure that way, because they'll seem like they're hanging on because they're babies. They'll seem like they're hanging on, and then all of a sudden you'll just feel them kind of go limp, and then they stop falling. So I like to always hang onto the tail, like this. And you see, she's actually hanging on to me too. But so same thing with you, Evie. You can put them around your neck. They're gonna be fine. You ain't gotta worry about bites or anything like that. Just make sure that and they don't care. Right now she's hanging on to me. But I always make sure that for sure, if they seem to like they're letting go, that I keep a hold of them. You know, Chances are she'll grab my collar, which these shirts are all right because she got a collar to grab a hold of. But on a t-shirt, there's really not much of anything for them to hold on to. Okay. Gonna go on the TV. Have to pop on a meeting. That's fine. We'll catch you after, Evie. I think she likes you holding her. She likes to be held by anybody. It's not just me. You know what I mean? She's gonna be the same way when she gets to your place. Honestly, she acts no different with my wife or my 5-year-old granddaughter, or my 12-year-old granddaughter. She acts exactly the same way that you see her here with me as she does with all of them. So I think it's BS when people say snakes don't have feelings, because I truly believe she loves you. They do have feelings, and the reason I know is as far back as as far back as me when I was born. Anything that can show that it's scared. Scared is an emotion, which is a feeling. Now, any animal that can fucking sense fear, there's other emotions in there too. I guarantee it. It's just the fear one that we normally see, when it comes to, snakes. Most people, their snakes aren't comfortable. Fucking, we watched Brian Boas yesterday. Anybody else catch that? Evan fucking sent me the link because he was laughing because he says, Jesus Christ, he goes, he's showing his biggest boas and he's all out of breath fucking having his boas out. The one thing that I did pick up from that is he said his worst bite from any boa came from his Guyana. She does love attention, and she loves being out. And you see, she was in her hide, curled up, probably sleeping. She don't care. Take her out. Don't look and wait for these guys, you two, to show signs that they're awake or whatever. If you want to hold them, take them out. You don't. The only time that you need to worry about handling them is after they've eaten. If you want to handle these guys, don't think that you need to wait till they kind of maybe moving around in their enclosure, because they're going to hang out in their fucking hide 90% of the time. They're going to come out when you feed them. They're going to come out to get a drink of water. In those tubs, if you guys have got them all taped up, they won't just hang out in their hide, because their tub itself is going to be a hide. If you've got it all taped off and you got the top covered up to where they feel safe, they're going to thermoregulate. They'll go from the cool side to the warm side. Now, if you got them all in the open in a tub, most of the time they're going to stay in that hot hide until they completely feel comfortable, and then they'll stop just sleeping out in the open on the cool side also. But if you got them all taped up, they're going to utilize that whole tub. You know, not meaning roaming around. They're going to go hide in the hide, or they'll be hanging out on that cool side. You know, but for the most part, you're only going to see them moving around really when you're feeding them, or they're getting a drink, or maybe possibly they just peed, you know, or poop. They might be moving to go to the other side of the tub. And when you first get them, they might roam a little bit. It's going to be a new enclosure, new smells and all that. But I mean, they should settle right in and go right to they'll go right to the hide probably first thing. And then in a little bit, once they figure out, you know, everything's cool, then they're going to probably come out and they'll explore their tub, and then they'll go back to that hide. Don't give them too big of a hide. You want us, they don't want, and that's the thing. A lot of people just think, oh, snakes need big spaces and all that. Believe it or not, this is a 9.5 by 6 by 2. This is too big for this size snake. You see this takeout box? See it? You want to know how you want to go figure out how big of a hide is to have? Come on, girl. Come on, I want to show Mom. You see that? That is perfect. They like confined spaces. Now, if I put her in this size hide, she's not gonna like it. There's way too much room. Ball pythons like to feel secure, safe, and they like confined spaces. So I like these takeout boxes. You know, so I don't know what size hides you guys got, because I didn't really specify about hides. When I threw this one in there, it was just for an example of how I would set the inside of the tub up. You can use a Cool Whip bowl. Cool Whip bowl would be perfect for this size snake. You know what I mean? Not the jumbo, but the normal size Cool Whip bowl. Just cut a fucking half circle in it, stick it in there. Perfect. For these size snakes right here. Now, Lieutenant Dan is in one of these, because Lieutenant Danny Boy is actually bigger than this guy. So, you know, he is in this 9 by 6 by 2. But you can take household stuff and make hides. Okay? It's just, these are just some little things that I forgot about, and that will also, you are absolutely right. She just likes attention. I did laugh out. I'm not worried about getting bed anymore. I've been handling my nephews. All good. Yes, and see, I'm glad you said it, because when I say it, I think people just think that I'm talking out my ass and I don't know what I'm talking about, but they do not like big fucking open spaces. You know, I show everybody all the time when I go through my tubs. I got to get my charger. Be right back. I hope I don't lose anybody. You guys see, when I open a tub up, you won't see any of my snakes all stretched out. That's when they feel vulnerable, when they're all stretched out. So when you get your ball python and you guys see all my snakes, and when they start stretching all the way out, they're showing all their vulnerable parts, and that's not something that they normally fucking do. They normally stay in a circle or balled up because that's how they're protecting themselves. When they're all stretched out and all that, that's when they feel most vulnerable. That's when, they're a way bigger target to them. So I gotta get this plugged in. I still got your snake. Oh. But that's why when I go through my tubs too, you don't ever see any of my snakes all sprawled out. They're normally all in a coil, somewhere. I mean, she's not utilizing half of her, only a quarter of this whole fucking tub. And this tub looks fucking small there because you know what I mean? It's not small. They just look small because I'm fucking pulling them out at you. And I've got males that are in way big of a tub too. I mean, Callie does not need this size tub. This guy is so small. I mean, look at him. Oh, look how big this tub is for this male. And I mean, a lot of people go, oh, wow, that's perfect. He's got all kinds of room. I'm lucky that this guy feels comfortable in this tub because that's why I've got some other males still in my 23 quart. I put them in here. They stopped eating. They did not like being in this big open tub. But some of my males do all right. Caesar does wonderful in it, but he's 5 feet long. And he's also above average male. Most of your males fucking, 2 to 3.5 feet long. I mean, look at this guy. There are people that go, oh my God, look how small that is. That is all kinds of room, and it's small enough that he feels safe. Heather, you've seen, but see, Heather, you and I are a rare breed. Yes. And she's not talking about watching my videos, and that's what I was going to say. I've seen Heather on Nerd. I've seen Heather on Brian Barchak, and not just on there, but she's messaging, asking questions. She fucking's done her research like I did. I didn't go and get it, and that's the thing. A lot of people go out there and they take animals in from somebody else that had them, and we automatically think because, that's the way they were keeping them, that's the way to do it. And that's not. Pet stores tell us fucking to keep animals wrong all the time. You know what I mean? But that's where it's up to us to fucking do that extra step and to research. Go farther. Go watch people that you don't necessarily agree with, and get a different perspective. They have too much open space. They feel vulnerable. They do. Cleo, she was in a 4x2x2 and supposedly in it since she was a baby. They brought her home from the pet store, put her in it, told me that they had absolutely no issues. And like I said, she had no belly heat. She had these 4 LED lights that they didn't use for heat. They said it was just if they wanted to see her. You know what I mean? And had a hide in a water bowl. There weren't even enough Repti-Chip to fucking cover the floor. She had stuck shed all over her, which I assumed in the beginning that it was because she had, because the humidity was off. But now looking back, I think it's because she was stressed. Because, yes, number one reason normally for shitty sheds is, low humidity, bad humidity. But I'm thinking, but they will also have shitty sheds with perfect humidity if they're stressed. And I think that was her problem. And then because I got her home and I set her up just like they had, but I had research, so I knew she needed belly heat. I knew she needed fucking supplemental heat. She needed a chi in there to regulate the ambient temperature. And I gave her a warm spot, a warm hot spot, a warm side, and a cold side. And I gave her so much shit that literally when I looked in there, you could barely fucking tell she was in there. And which was way more clutter than they had before. When I picked her up, had a few rocks and a log that she could get behind in a water bowl. I put all kinds of shit in there to where literally if she didn't want to be seen, I couldn't see her. And she was still roaming. and she went off food for 6 months. And Dale kept telling me, throw her in that CB70 rack. And for 6 months, he told me that. And I just couldn't get it through my head because I want the best for my animals. So I'm thinking, she's been in that enclosure for 8 years. What kind of a fucking person am I to take her out of that 4x2x2 and throw her in a 43-inch by fucking 20-inch tub? You know, I felt horrible. I go, there's just no. And I let her go 6 fucking months without eating. And then finally I had enough, and it was more important to me about her getting eaten than worrying about fucking her goddamn floor space. And when I put her in there 3 days later, she ate. She's been in there 2 years, and she's never refused a meal since. She eats once every 3 weeks like clockwork now. You know what I mean? Some snakes do okay in a fucking big enclosure. But 95%, Dale said it this morning, 95% of ball pythons do poorly in them. You know? And yes, one of mine is in one of those tanks right there and is doing fine. You know, but eventually I know they're going to run into, because juveniles tend to eat fucking phenomenal. They get about that 1,000-gram mark is when normally they'll hit a wall and they might go off food for a couple weeks or whatever, maybe even a month. It's the 1,000-gram wall that everybody talks about, but most of mine didn't, you know, because I house in tubs, and I really think that, you know, eventually they're going to have issues with that enclosure. Food for 6 months at a time, they're not comfortable. That's it. And people just make it sound like it's the normal thing because they hear about ball pythons going off food all the time. They don't when they're cared for right. She's the only girl that I've ever had go on a food strike. All the others eat like clockwork. They never refuse. If they don't eat this week, they eat next week. That's not refusing. A month or more is like a food strike, you know? And I don't get that. I don't have it. Your big fucking breeders don't really have it either unless they're breeding those females or males. That's maybe when they might not be eating, you know? But they know that. But the other snakes that they're not breeding, I guarantee you are eating, because they also don't mind feeding live. If they don't eat frozen thawed, they'll throw live in there. You know what I mean? So they don't have food strikes. When the big breeders talking about food strikes, they're talking about breeding season for them. Because other than that, they don't normally get food strikes. But no, you know, breeders want to make it sound like it's normal because, because they want the people to buy these snakes. You know, and it's normal. No, it's not. I got 35 and they all eat great. You know, if the eye caps are in blue and they can't see, then some of them don't like to eat. But that's the only reason. You know, it's the only fucking reason. You know. Wait a minute. I'm not even thinking what I'm saying, so I might have said something wrong at the very end there. That's the only reason. There's multiple reasons why they won't eat. Too big of space, humidity's off, the ambient temperature's off, or the hot spot's off. And by going to a tub, your ambient's going to be fine. Your hot spot's going to be you're going to be able to lock your hot spot in it's 5 times easier, obviously, to lock some moisture in to a tub than it is a big enclosure. So you only got 3 things that you got to mess with instead of 5. You know, the more shit in the you can sterilize a tub. You know, you can clean them as soon as they go to the bathroom. It's so much easier to clean a tub. Nobody was going to want to clean a 4x2x2 every time they go to the bathroom. But that's what I did when Cleo was in there. When she went to the bathroom, I cleaned that whole fucking enclosure out because I'm not a spot cleaner. You know, I don't want to take any chance that a bomb is just waiting to fucking go off in there. And we're talking about mold or fucking, you know, urates that are, that got soaked up in the cocoa and now it's fucking causing bacteria or anything else. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I was going to say. They make you think it's normal and it's not, Heather. And Heather don't even have fucking snakes, and she knows. You know why? Like I said, she's done her research. I have too. You know, I research literally. When I say I research, I didn't just go, 20 minutes, half an hour. Literally, I was spending hours a night for a fucking year because I'm a forever home, and I wanted to make sure that if I brought a snake home, that, because I was stuck with it. If once I get an animal, if the fucking thing hates me, I'm stuck with it. I'm a forever home, and I'm just gonna have to fucking deal with it. I'm not passing my fucking bad luck or miserable animal on to somebody else. I'm gonna do what I have to do to gain that animal and get it so it's not. And I wanted to make sure that when I brought a snake fucking home, that I was prepared. You know, E2 about 9 months research. Yes, and that's why Evie don't fucking argue either, because even if I'm sure there's probably a few things here and there, Evie and Heather, that you might not necessarily agree with, but overall, what I'm saying, they know I've said enough true stuff that they know for a fact that might overrule something that I might have said that's not exactly what they heard, but and I do. My brain is simple. And Evie said that she finds, when I explain stuff real easy, to figure out what I'm getting at. And she said that, she's watched other people, and they've actually got her to spend way more money than she actually needed to. And I'll go back to keep it simple, stupid. And she did. She said she bought enclosures now, not before she started watching videos here, but she bought enclosures. She bought fucking all kinds of fucking substrate, and found out some of it's fucking garbage, and you know what I mean. So Evie is a little frustrated because she got watching some people that talk a good talk, sound like they know what the fuck they're talking about, but in the long run, all it ended up doing is costing her extra money. And I don't come across as somebody fucking smart. I think one of my snakes farted. I don't come across as somebody smart, but what I'm telling you is the truth. I don't know, I really don't know how to talk to people. Without sounding like fucking, I'm just saying this is the way you have to do it, because I'm not. I'm just saying this is the best way I feel to do it, because regardless, of anything, I try to do what's best by my snakes and what's best for my snakes. People go, oh, what about enrichment? This is their enrichment. You guys don't just fucking live in your house. You guys get the fuck out of your house too. And that's what I keep saying. Granted, our fucking homes are obviously on a lot bigger scale, but it kind of the same thing. We don't just sit in our fucking homes either. My snakes don't just sit in these fucking tubs, which is their home. So it's not much different than, if you're comfortable being at home, that's great. That's what you want your snakes to be too. But, and if they're comfortable in their enclosure, when you take them out, they're gonna be comfortable with you. Just like this girl is. And you see how long she's been out. She's been out for quite a while. And like I said, they don't care. The only thing I try to keep track of is right now it's like 75 in here, so it's a lot warmer than normal. Normally it's been about 72, 73 degrees in here. And I say a lot normal. 2 degrees, I guess, I think it's no big deal. But I just kind of try to watch, the temperature in here, and that's how long I go by. But because I'm trying to show, my whole collection off a lot of times, I tend to put them back before I really need to. We saw yesterday, I had fucking Roxy out for almost 45 fucking minutes, and I put her back. Wasn't because she was ready to go back. I just figured, you guys wanted me to take another snake out, So, But I am so pumped, and that's why Phoenix wasn't supposed to go anywhere. Phoenix was a holdback for me, and because of just what you see Heather saying and all that, that's why Phoenix came off the fucking holdback list. Heather is a first time snake owner, but she knows her shit because she researched, and that's why I took this girl off from hold, because I was going to keep her. You know, and my wife loves her too. But like my wife says, you know, we overall we want her to have a good home. And because I could tell that Heather is exactly where I want this girl to go, you know, because she knows her shit. And I know that she's not going to need to ask me, you know, if I think this is right or wrong or if she's off. She's done enough research. She's going to know herself. She might still ask me my opinion, but deep down, she's already going to know the answer before she asks me because she's done enough research. So I feel totally confident, even Evie snakes too. I feel more than confident that Evie's going to rock it with them fucking snakes because I've already given them the best fucking, you know, I've given all you guys the best advantage you could have. They love to be held. All you got to do is just get their fucking enclosures dialed in, and that's it. You know what I mean? So, the part that everybody's scared of in the beginning, you guys don't have to worry about. These guys don't care. They don't care about nothing. You know, room, 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 room. You know, look, she's going right to my hand. And you've seen enough how you see, guys, you know, if anybody else is doing this crazy shit to any of their snakes, they're not gonna because it makes them look bad. It makes, you know, oh, Jesus, your snakes are scared as shit. You know? I wasn't a huge fan of paper towels at the start with, but more videos I watched and saw the filter substrate and the others that are getting impacted because they eat some of and obviously what you're doing is working. At the proof is in how you snakes behave with you, and that's what I tell people. Watch the people snakes. You know, watch the people snakes, see how the people act. But a lot of people fucking, you know, act differently on camera than they actually do in their facilities. But there's no getting a snake to act better than it actually is in any video or a live. You know, the snake is going to tell you everything that you need to know. And like you just said, you know, I can take any one of my snakes out and they all act just as super chill as this little tiny, you know, this little girl, you know, and she does. They like being out. They are just as comfortable being out as they are in their enclosure. And that's all we got to do. That's all you got to do is make sure that they feel safe, is as safe inside their enclosure as they do, you know, out. If you make them feel as safe as they do in their enclosure, you make them feel safe when they're out. Everything is so easy after that. Like pie. Do you want me to send this shed? I'll save this shed and send it with her, Heather. Are you thinking you really want her on Wednesday morning? Do you want to receive her on Wednesday morning? Because if you do, I will. I have no problem shipping her. You know, along with Evie's snakes. You know, so you just got to tell me. You know, let me know before Tuesday. You know, Tuesday, because I got to have the wife print off the shipping label and all that. So she'll do that at work. So just make sure that, you know, you let me know by Monday so I can have my wife print off the shipping label for Tuesday night. And she's so funny. She's just like, what's that? Yeah, she don't care. And look, put my hand over her. Normally they go right up to it. You know, most snakes, when you put anything over their head, they're like, oh shit, here we go. over the top of her head. She don't care. She really don't. I mean, you know, yeah. I mean, and all of them are like that. They really are. Because, and I don't do that shit with them all the time. When I first did that for you guys, I had never gone and waved my hands like that around them, but I knew what their reaction was going to be because I see how they react when I move around. Sometimes I have them on me and I'll turn and they'll bump their head off the rack or something because they've got their head stretched out and I didn't realize it or whatever. And I'll turn and they'll bump their head off the rack and they act like it's no big deal. They don't even act like they even acknowledge that something just happened. Just like Evie's. If Evie was, if Evie was in here, she could tell you, I was doing this crap to hers this morning, you know what I mean? And I bumped him by accident, and literally all he did was go, doom, and then he just kept doing what he was doing before. He didn't care. He didn't take it as it was threatening in any way, you know what I mean? Because they don't know. It's like a dog that's never seen somebody act scared or anything like that. They don't know to pick up on anything. Hold my beers here. But no, all you got to do is whenever you're ready, Heather, we'll get her shipped to you. You just let me know a little bit in advance, like I said, and we'll get this. I'll give you one good shot on her again, color wise. Although it's a lot nicer on Instagram. She's not care about the camera. She's going right towards it. But she is so pretty. But you see her? She's coming back out. And a snake that's not comfortable would go right back inside their enclosure. But she's confident. She's not even worried about that box. It's never been up there before. Look, she's just knocking her nose off it right now. She's got absolutely no care. If I put my hand out here, she's probably gonna come right to me. Oh, you undershot my hand, girl. Look, here she comes. Oh, she was coming. But I can do all this. She don't care. She don't. Now she's going in. Oh, so you did you had a snake before for 17 years ago? Had one for a pet for 17 years. Oh, you oh, maybe I'm missing something. Oh, stop, dog. Lieutenant Dan. Whose hide is this? Well, Ziggy. Twitch. Oh, did you poop? Oh, no. No, it's just a little something left over from a rat or a mouse, I guess. I don't know where the fuck this came from. I have to figure it out. I gotta go through all my tubs, figure out who the fuck's hide this is. I'm sorry. I'm still looking. I might have took it from down bottom. Oh, I did. I can tell it's dusty. It came from down there. Welcome, everybody. It's just me and Heather chatting. Yo, that's fine, Heather. You can message me later. Like I said, if you would too, give me your email address too, because then you'll get emails. Like when she hits the FedEx hub, you'll get an email. But like I told Evie, normally I'm already in my when I was getting snake shipped to me, I was already had the snake in my car by the time I got the email that the snake was actually at the hub ready to pick up. So but yeah, if you give me your email, you'll get, they'll notify you too. But let me tell you this. Now, I always send a picture of the box when I'm at the shipping hub dropping it off. But right after with that picture, I also send the tracking information. So you'll have the tracking and you can start watching her, or like Evie, her snakes on while they're on the way. You'll be able to track them on the way to you. So but I'll get you like I said, I always take a picture of the box on the counter of the shipping hub. Just to verify this is when I'm dropping them off. I drop them off at 6 p.m. I don't want them sitting there all day. You know what I mean? I drop them off at the latest I can drop them off, which is 6. They sit there, I think they said maybe 20 minutes to a half an hour, and they get put in the cab of the truck, of the big tractor trailer truck. It's not the like little tiny, bounce around trucks. It goes right into the cab, climate control cab of the truck, and it goes from there to the airport, and then it gets put on a plane, and the rest is history. But they should be at your shipping hub between 9 and 10. I think fucking a little after 10 is the latest I've had to wait to pick mine up. So I would try to be at your hub for about 10, so that way if it's a little bit after 10, you're not sitting there for an hour. Then they're going to be fine. Like I told Evie, they're just going to be in the office just around the corner from where they normally, where the main counter is. It's just through a door and sitting there on a table. So, they're not going to be messed with at the actual FedEx box. So if if it takes you, if they're there an hour before you get there, it's not a big deal, But like I said, I feel very fortunate that, Phoenix is going to you, and that Evie's getting the 2 that she's got, because I know that you guys did your research. You guys don't ever normally have too many questions. The most that we ever talk about is you guys are just checking temperaments. You know what I mean? We talk about temperaments and all that. You guys haven't really asked about, oh, geez, what you think the perfect humidity is. You had a banana for 17 years. They are pretty, I got 2. They're coral glow, pastel coral glow, but, pastel coral glows. But it's just a fancy way of saying banana. And they are pretty. Actually the little boy and his mom that have one of my snakes, she actually said that she wants to get a banana from me, wants to get a banana from me, and she said she don't care if it takes 3 fucking years. She says that she wants a banana, and she wants to get it from me because it's been amazing, and she's amazed at seeing her son. Her son's never had snakes before. I think he's like 12. And she says that snake just sits with him while he plays his video games and does his homework. And she goes, literally, there's nothing he can do that he can't do with that snake. And that snake seems like it's perfectly happy doing it with him. And they are. They can get to the point where they truly like us and they like being out with us. And like I said, my vet tech sends me pictures all the time. She's got her guy around her neck, and she's driving in her car. And she tells me she goes and hangs out with her friends. In the summertime, she goes over to her friends and brings him with her. And she goes over and hangs out with her friends. So, and she is amazed. She says it's awesome. She loves him. She loves him to death. I don't. This is all I got right now. I'd have to pick up. I'd have to pick up a female banana, which honestly, it's a buyer's market right now. I could probably pick up a breed ready female relatively cheap. And I thought about it because I am gonna stop breeding. I'm gonna pair Blaze, my albino Enchi 100% het clown, to my clown 100% het albino female again, and I'm also gonna probably pair another female, but I only want to pair those two snakes. And as soon as I think one of them actually takes, I'm gonna stop pairing the second one. I really only want to do maybe one clutch a year, and the clown the clown 100% albinos that sold wicked fast. And I mean, I only had two clown 100% albinos. I got an Enchi albino 100% het clown out of her. I got Vixen, which is a clown Enchi albino, three visual morph. I got that double hat, which looked like a normal, but it was 100% het for clown and 100% het for albino. So that was a good normal to have. But my son's got that one, and he's got the female Enchi albino 100% het for clown. And you should see her pattern. She's got an amazing pattern. Looks like an albino, fucking albino. But the Enchi just does some crazy shit to her fucking pattern. But I've had enough people ask me about the bananas that I've actually thought about maybe possibly picking up a female breed ready. Only because, like I said, right now is a buyer's market. It's not a market if you're selling them necessarily. Dale's doing awesome though. Fucking Dale has sold 4 snakes in the last 2 days, Heather. I mean, that's awesome for a small time guy. And I mean, he's been selling them quick lately. Really quick. But I'm getting excited too because I would like to do another clutch, but I wasn't going to do another clutch unless I needed some freed up rack space. So it works out good. That would give me 3. That'd give me 3 gone. It gives me 223 quarts. I love hypo in the snakes. Yeah, I do too. I like the hypo stuff. I like the hypo boa stuff too. That's what Foxy is, my hypo leopard. Well, obviously it's in the name, but she's a hypo. I like the hypo stuff. Some people don't. Some people don't like the hypo stuff. They like sticking to the traditional stuff. A lot of old time breeders. Like Brian's Boas, he don't like hypo stuff. He only likes dealing with what's he call it? Oh, I can't think of the name, but you know what I mean. Low something, meaning that he likes deal with BCCs and stuff that's not hypo. What the fuck is it called? I can't think of the name, and it's going to drive me nuts. Locality boas. He likes your locality, and that means like your BCCs, your true blood breeds. You know what I mean? He does have some hypo stuff, but he'll tell you himself he's not really into it. Jason's Exotics, man. Jason's Exotics has got some frigging killer stuff, man. And some of his hypo boas are beautiful, you know. But he hasn't been putting out many videos lately. And I think it's probably because he's doing pretty good. Because it seems like the guys, even nerds starting to put more videos out. And he's even said, things have gotten tough, a little tough around there. He has a $30,000 light bill. His electricity bill a month is $30,000. If you ever breed leopard hypo clown, I'd definitely buy a male from you. I do want to get. I've got leopard pastel, 100% hat for clown, and I would love to get a male for her. I would love to get a leopard pastel clown, and because I know it's just going to give me the three visuals, but it'll be a clown, leopard, fucking. I like working with visuals. It's easier to know what you got, and I don't care about being rich, and I don't care about making any, first time evers. And yes, I've heard of levitation ball pythons. Breed hypo female. Oh yeah, you want a female? Levitation pythons just did a video yesterday saying that he sold 24 babies in one day, and he said the market is definitely picking back up. Well, Dale sold fucking 4 snakes in 2 days. So there he is. Speaking of Dale, he's back. He just dropped 2 snakes off. Heather's in here. Heather's back. Evie's in here. She's just watching us on the TV because she wants to, she likes to see the snakes up close, but all she's seeing right now is my ugly mug. Have not since day one had a problem selling. No, but you also got it in, dude. Dale's lucky enough to have a pet store that he sells feeder rats and mice too, and they don't sell snakes in there. So anytime somebody comes in asking about snakes, they fucking send them right to Dale. So Dale's got a good thing right now. He's got a real good thing. I mean, that's awesome, dude. I definitely wish I had that. But like I said, the fucking local pet store we have sells snakes, but the 2 owners that have them are scared to death to take them out and show anybody. They rely on somebody coming there and fucking, not a first time snake owner and going in and taking the snakes out because they're scared to death. I went there looking at fucking snakes, and the woman goes, "Oh, be careful," and I open the tub up and she starts backing up. The fucking ball python's this big in the tub. And I'm just like, what in the fuck? You're scared of that little fucking tiny fucking snake? Well, why are you selling them? You've got to be able to take them out and show people, and you get a new person that doesn't, that's not comfortable with snakes. You think you acting like that is going to make them feel comfortable? Actually, my vet tech went to that pet store before she got the snake for me to go look at ball pythons. And she went there and she called me and she texted me as soon as she fucking got out of there. And she goes, "You was right when you said that. Fucking go ahead, go check out other people's snakes. You won't find them as chill as mine." And she goes, "You were right." She goes, "I went to that pet store," and she goes, "all those snakes acted like they wanted to bite the hell out of me." And I said, "Wow, they don't get handled much. The people are scared of them, so they're cleaning and feeding them, and that's all the interaction those snakes are getting." The amount of people in the pet store that drool over the snakes when I have there are amazing, yet they don't sell them. Dave Plumbo has beautiful boas, but they're mean. I'm not a big fan. I'm not. I've seen enough stuff that I go. I don't really think fucking you can consider yourself, that great of a keeper when I question how you're cleaning. Even some of his outside enclosures. I understand they're outside, but sometimes I see what they look. They're nasty enclosures sometimes. Like nobody's been in there to clean shit. You know what I mean? And I don't know, but I don't really like fucking doing this on these. There are a lot of people that are gonna see it, and a lot of people, would be willing to eat the peanuts out of his shit, because they just think he's just next best thing to sliced bread, and that, you know what I mean? And then they bad mouthing me because I said something about a big breeder, and I made 4 left to sell, and they Desert Ghost stuff. Sorry, that was to pass me a beer. That was to pass me a beer. The amount of people was to pass me a beer. Ideal. I have a meal spot nose hat for Desert Ghost. What do you have that can go with that? He's got lots of Desert Ghosts. He got Desert Ghost hides. Heather's getting her snake on Wednesday too, Dale. Now he's just gonna talk him into doing a fucking unboxing video so we can fucking see it. Dale wants to see you guys' face. I guarantee it as much as I do. It ain't nothing more fucking satisfying is getting those first time snake owners, the snakes that we know, are just gonna blow their fucking mind. And yes, they look amazing, but I mean blow your mind because you guys have no idea how super chill they are. Only problem in adult OD pinstripe, Desert Ghost, or adult pastel Desert Ghost. Oh, Orange Dream Pin. Yeah. An adult Orange Dream Pin, Desert Ghost, or adult pastel Desert Ghost. When Dale's sitting on a few extra babies, normally Dale also sends. I don't know if he's still doing it now, but normally Dale sends a second snake sometimes for free. You know what I mean? When he finds a good home, he'll offer to throw an extra snake in for free. I had my baby set up ready for a week before knowing I was going to a reptile show to most likely buy in the local breeder. The local breeder I liked was there, which is who I bought it from. I do have a baby super pastel Desert Ghost girl, or maybe a pastel inchy Desert Ghost pied, het for pied. Jesus, that second one sounds amazing. The second one sounds amazing, Dale. How much for an adult pastel Desert Ghost? Is the dirtiest faculty. And you're talking about muscle serpents, right? Fucking opening up fucking tubs to show fucking snakes, and they're fucking sitting in fucking filth, man. I don't know how people think that's acceptable. Fucking if you don't have enough time to fucking clean them, then obviously you need to hire somebody. It's who it is, ain't it? Heather's laughing. This is dirtiest faculty. Laugh out loud. Fucking, I don't know. I get disgusted by that, and I understand that, mutation creation, I think was the first one that said, when he opened the tub up and there was a snake in there that messed, he said, look, obviously we're not going through and obviously this isn't a setup, because if it was, we, every snake that we opened up, we would make sure that they were cleaned. He goes, but we just go through and showing people, snakes. And I don't know. There ain't none here that I can slide open and show everybody. Earlier I did. Storm actually went to the bathroom. I took her out to show everybody, and then I look and I go, oh wow, because they don't normally go during the day. Normally it's overnight. About around 10 o'clock, some of them will go off, and I have to clean. So I clean at 10, and then pretty much that's the last time I'm in here. During the week. On the weekend, if we're up till midnight, I'll come in my normal time at 10 o'clock, go through the tubs, but then I come in again at midnight, just to make sure, everything's good, and, go through all the tubs again. And then that's it for that night, and then first thing in the morning, I don't get coffee. I don't fucking even run a comb through my hair or anything. I get out of bed, get dressed, and I come right down here and I go through my tubs. I don't start my morning, until after I've gone through all my snake racks, and make sure everybody's changed. But for the most part, fucking, they don't normally go during the day. Every once in a while, yes, I get something that'll go during the day, but normally it's, in the evening or overnight while I'm sleeping. And then when I wake up in the morning, they'll leave me a little package, they'll leave me a little something to say, hey Dad, why don't you take me out? why don't you take me out and hold me for a little bit, Sometimes I think they do it. My spider one will pee 4 or 5 days in a row, and he's my only snake that ever does it. And sometimes I swear to God he does it just to fucking go, hey, take me out again, which I know that's not it, because he's way more comfortable in there than he is when I take him out, because he starts doing his thing. But at first I was like, man, what the fuck? Do you just like being out all the time? But no, I think he fucking does it so I have to clean him. He's like, ha, I fucking peed again, just because nobody else pees like I do. Because like I said, for the most part, 3 days after I feed them, then they pee. And then they might pee again the following day. But for the most part, it's like once. And then they won't go to the bathroom again until after they eat again. They're really easy to clean. They're easy to take care of, for sure. For sure. Honestly, Nerd opens nasty tubs up too. I know. I've seen them too. Only dirty and disgusting, but every one of them bites. Yes, I know. I'm assuming that you got your money back and you passed on that snake, obviously. I know I asked you before, but I don't think you actually answered me, One of his videos he was going through, and he opened it up, and there was a rat jumping out and he had left it in there for 2 days and didn't get eaten. Yeah. It doesn't surprise me. I honestly don't watch any of his videos anymore. I used to watch him because he does produce some pretty beautiful looking animals, but I can't get over how they're being kept. But yes, you're right. Sometimes I see Nerd. Nerd did the same thing the other day. Started going through showing some ball pythons, and they were fucking dirty too. And they were dry dirty. It's not like they had just gone. Shit was dried up. You know what I mean? So it had been in there over at least a day. I don't like to talk prices here if I can't help it. Yeah, you guys need to exchange information. I don't really like saying fucking, stuff over here either. Because what he might sell it to you for, he might not be selling it to the general public for that. You know what I mean? So him if he's gonna give you a good deal, he wants to keep it on the down low because fucking somebody else he might not want to do that for. You know what I mean? He's not being sketchy. That's what we do. You know, I sent Heather and Evie same thing. I don't think I talked any prices on here whatsoever. You know what I mean? Because just because what I sold those snakes to Evie and Heather for doesn't mean that I'm just going to do that for anybody. You know what I mean? Just like Julia, which I did say Julia's on here because I don't have a way to get a hold of Julia other than here, and she asked me. So I cut $50 off on one snake and $25 off on another, and you know what I mean. And I probably wouldn't have done it for anybody else. Somebody else hit me up on fucking Morph Market, I probably wouldn't have bothered. Times changes, prices, and what Brent said. Yeah, no, I mean, yes, I hope I'm not talking out of turn, Dale, but I know how we both think and feel. It's about fucking, And if he doesn't like you, he might charge you more than he charged somebody else. I mean, you get both sides. But I know he doesn't dislike you. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I'm the same way. If I don't really like somebody and I really don't, I might make them. I'm not gonna, but I know that they're gonna take care of the snake. But I might not necessarily like them. So I might charge them a little more, but I'm still gonna let the snake go to them because I know they're gonna take care of it. But I might charge them a little more because, they're an asshat. And I wouldn't want, somebody else thinking, oh, asshat price is the same thing that I'd sell the snake to somebody I actually like. There's a lot of shit there that it's best not to air that kind of stuff out here. It's not in us being sneaky. There are a lot of people that don't talk about fucking projects that they're into. Everybody thinks that all the big breeders are telling everybody about every fucking project that they got going on. Fuck no. They want to keep that shit a secret. They want to be able to fucking produce that snake, show it to you, and know that they're way ahead of everybody else, so that way nobody gets the idea when they first start in that project, somebody else gets in on that project at the same time they do. It's for the big breeder, it's all about gotta be fucking producing that fucking next level snake before their competitor does. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of quietness, that goes on in the reptile breeding too. You'll get guys that even when when snakes are selling like hotcakes, you'll get guys that'll act like, oh, the economy sucks because they're trying to get people not to get into fucking breeding and shit. But it don't matter. Fucking just because you got snakes and you breed a couple clutches doesn't mean you're ever gonna be anybody. If you can't get your name out there and your snakes out there, it don't matter what the fuck you got, you know. And I'm an asshole, so I don't sell many snakes. you know, and I'm okay with it. I make enough money that I feel good about putting snakes back into my, money back into my snakes. Hi, honey. My wife's in. Quick, if you guys say hello quick, you probably get it because she likes to pop in while she's on break real quick, and then she pops out of here. People that pay their bills off snakes are different than us hobby animal lovers. Yeah, but be honest, Dale. Dale's at the point where Dale's snakes are paying for themselves and also buying his new snakes. Dale's doing good enough that his fucking snake sales are taking care of his snakes. He's not when his work money is his work money. He don't have to take his work money and pay and put towards any of his snakes now. Dale's work money is Dale's work money, and his snake money is to go, back into his snakes, either buying him snakes or just caring for them. Dale's doing it. Dale's doing it. Nobody said hello to the wife. Everybody's gone. Hey, boss lady. Dale said hi to her. Hi, Dale, she said. Just in case there's a pause. Heather's getting her snake too, baby. She wants hers Wednesday morning. So we'll be shipping 2 snakes out Tuesday night. I feel pretty good too, Dale. I'm not, well, I haven't almost made it. I ain't even close to almost making it. I'm selling a few snakes though. I'm selling a few. I'm actually glad I started doing these lives because that's how I sold 4 snakes. You know, 2, 4, no, 5. That's how I'm selling 5 snakes is that. Evie says hi, honey. I don't know if she's still in here. Oh my God, laugh out loud. I would love to fucking make a little more money and be able to put back into my snakes too. I'll be totally honest, but you know, Dale finds people that pet people. That I want pet people. Dale's been lucky enough to find fucking pet people. He's not really finding anybody that's looking to breed the hell out of his snakes. 1 or 2 clutches and for some holdbacks, and that's about it. I worked for 3 years straight, no vacation, sold the no highs to start this was huge sacrifice, so vacation time. I meant, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I know. Dale did. When Dale started this, he fucking put everything into it. You got to. It's the only way you're gonna fucking make it in this business is if you fucking put everything into it. My wife says hi, Evie. That's awesome. Heather and Evie will be super happy. Yes, they will. Dude, you can text him your number through here because the comments, when it goes and gets posted like a video, none of the comments show up. So, and there's only a few people in here, and the people that are in here aren't crazy and gonna stop fucking calling you and shit. I put my number over on one of these lives for Heather, and I haven't gotten any crazy motherfuckers. So, you feel more than free. Nobody else is gonna, write your number down. So if you want, you can feel comfortable fucking sending it to Dale, because once this video goes up for a video, all the comments none of the comments are shown. So no, you know what I mean? I actually fucking said mine right over the camera. I didn't actually type it. Sorry, I spelled that wrong. No, you didn't. You spelled it right. You spelled it right. That's Caroline. You got it right. How do I hit up through hold my beer? How do I hit up through hold? Just one of you guys fucking just type in your number. I thought you could see the chat. No, you can't. No, once the video, right now everybody can see it. There's only 6 people in here right now. Do it right now so we can get it, and then it will go away. Everybody that comes in right now while the live's going can see the comments, but they can't once it gets uploaded like a video. It shuts the comments off. So only people that will be able to see it is the people that are in here right now, and that might pop in, but most of them pop in and out looking at comments. Anybody pops in, I'll make faces so they leave. One of you guys just text your number up here in the comments, and the other one write it down. No, nobody's gonna, I fucking said my number out here, and I haven't gotten not anybody other than Heather that was supposed to contact me. So I have websites and stuff, Morph Market, even sometimes. Hold my beer. Do you have his Instagram? If you got his Instagram, go to his link tree and it'll bring you right to his Morph Market, and then you get all his information. No, but hold my beer. If you have Instagram It's just like his name is here. Go to Instagram and hit on his link tree, and it'll bring you right to his Morph Market. He's got fucking his contacts are all right there on Morph Market. You'll get his phone number and all that. But or you'll email him, I guess, I think first, and then he'll give you his number. Dale's afraid you fuckers will want to OnlyFans him. You'll be asking him to dance naked or something. He's a big dick picker. So you don't want him having your number because you'll just get like 200 dick pics in an hour. But the worst part about it, probably it ain't even his. It's his neighbor or his brother. I forget. I don't have Instagram. I do look at Morph Market. I just find it hard fucking shopping store names. You know what I mean? That's the only reason I said fucking was going to send you to his Instagram, because I've typed fucking the actual store name before and I've not gotten what I've actually been posting. He posts my Red Rocket. Don't tell him. You're supposed to let him think that it's you. You know? Fuck it. I don't know. Maybe Dale's Morph Market is probably fucking might be easy to find. I don't know. But I've known when I've searched store names and put the store name in, it seemed like I had to fucking 2 to 3 steps to actually find them. See, we're down to 5. Somebody left because they were upset because Dale didn't leave his number. It isn't showing the email I posted. Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah, well, you can put your email up here. Put your email. You know what I mean? Email ain't a big deal. One of you guys put an email up. You know, that's probably better than, and it's the same thing that he's going to contact you for through Morph Market anyway. I'm pretty sure it's the first time is a fucking email. Oh, it won't. They won't let. Yeah, they won't let you post that kind of thing. Maybe. All my settings are on to fucking be able to share whatever. Me and you both left our numbers in one of your videos. Laugh out loud, sure. Got crazy. I didn't get one crazy message. Did you get any crazy messages? Because if you did, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I just hit the block if somebody fucking. I just block them. Did it not post mine as well? I didn't see it, Dale. I didn't see any emails whatsoever. The last thing I see of you before this message, Dale, is it isn't showing the email. So, and I don't see, and before that it was accept Brent's OnlyFans account. So, yeah, no, for some reason it's not showing up. I don't remember what it is, Dale. If I fucking knew, I'd tell him. I'd say it. You know? I mean, like I said, fucking anybody that contacts you is going to get you an email anyway. You know? They can send you videos that way. You know? The crazies can send you videos of all their different colored hair. I read where you don't have 1K subs. I read that where you don't have 1K subs, rent slides are limited. They don't show up too many, so we got to get you to 1,000. Yo, I told you that. Once I hit 500 subscribers, I get other options on my lives, and when I get 1,000 subscribers, if I'm never gonna get 1,000 subscribers, but if I ever hit 1,000 subscribers, then it totally unlocks all the options and fancy shit for the lives. I think I get the AI where it will fucking read me my messages. I won't have to come over here. I think it literally will talk me my messages when somebody messages me. But deal, I fucking doubt I'll hit 500, and I'm fine. I don't care. You know, it's kind of nice. The last two fucking mornings when I come in here and start my live, it says there's people already waiting, and that's fucking good enough for me. You know what I mean? There ain't nothing that makes you feel better than when I post a fucking live and I come in here and I'm getting ready to fucking go live and I see that there are people waiting. I think this morning there was 3, and yesterday morning, Christ, I think yesterday morning there was 4. And I know that's not a lot to a lot of people, but that's a lot to me. Anything over one person, I fucking made it, man. You know, but yeah, it would be nice, to get a nice big group in here, about 20 fucking people, and, I'd get a lot more fucking shit to talk about, I guarantee it. You guys are just too quiet. Did that? No, I didn't see it, Dale. The last thing you said was when you were shitting on me about my subs. No, it's not showing up, dude. Fucking text me, Dale. You got my number. Text me, and it'll come across up at the top of the screen, and I'll tell him. Oh, Hold My Beer posted something. There you go. When you gained a lot of subs fast already. It was that Brian Barchak video, and people fucking just subbed me because I did that video on Brian Barchak. Nobody's been back since. I think I got 30 subs from doing that video, and after I fucking did that video, I felt bad because I got 5,400 fucking views on that video, and I didn't do it to get a bunch of views. I just wanted to say a little something. You know what I mean? And then fucking because I got so many, because that is obviously, that's way more. I mean, I think my biggest video before that, maybe a couple hundred people, watch a single video. I got 5,400 fucking views on that video. And I mean, that's awesome, but I didn't get pumped about it at all because, it was because of Brian Barchak, because I mentioned it in the title, and that's the only reason fucking anybody even clicked on it. And I'm sure if I look at the analytics or whatever you want to fucking call it, nobody watched it probably more than fucking 2 minutes. So just because I got 54 fucking 100 views on that doesn't mean that anybody watched the whole thing. Nope, it didn't show. Yes, I got naked. You got naked pictures? Did you really? Heather, you're fucking full of shit. You didn't get naked pictures. That's why she's doing the laugh. But, I mean, some people are into that. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about you, Heather, but, you might be into that. I see the .com. Oh, look, he's got... Oh, there we go. You see it? That did. Yes, I see that. You had to do it in like 3 different fucking messages. I'm not going to fucking repeat it. But, unless you want me to. But yeah, I see it here, so he must see it. It's in like 3 different messages. Yeah, that did. He's good. He got it. Dale, you keep selling snakes, you ain't going to have nothing to bring over to the house. Which is fine. Sell them all, buddy. You know what I mean? Sell them all. If you got an opportunity to fucking clean out your racks, do it. I ain't obligated. I can wait 2-3 years. I can wait 2-3 years for that other one. And honestly, I fucking I can't stop thinking about it. That's my dream boa. Boa python. I told you that. As soon as I saw him, that and the stormtrooper, those and that stormtrooper are fucking my ball pythons. I can take Peanut out. Motley just ate last night. Peanut is not going anywhere. I don't care if I found a person that was gonna, you know, sit down at the table and eat supper together and watch TV together all the time. This girl's not going anywhere. I love this girl. And she's nothing special. She's, she's nothing special, but she is so pretty, you know. And she kind of, to me, she kind of desert ghosty, you know. I do like the desert ghosts. I like Dale's stuff. I really do. And some of the desert ghost stuff has kind of patterns like this sometimes, and I like those ones. Almost kind of looks like spider pattern too. You know what I mean? Spider sometimes seems to not so much this pattern, but like that fine pencil line, pattern. But this girl's gaining some weight. Like I said, she's on rat pups now. So, and she just ate Monday. I can bring an adult pinstripe desert ghost for show and tell. Cool. That's fine. You can bring anything you want. Oh, the A. I knew I could crack YouTube. Yeah, he's a YouTube cracker. I'm not selling yours. I forgot about that. You get this snake and a lightning when they breed. I can bring an adult pinstripe desert ghost for show and tell. I have a couple girls I produced all grown up. Who's he talking to? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to him? What are you saying? What is this about? I forgot about that. You get this snake in a lightning when they breed. What are you talking about? I'm fucking lost. He's fucking guys is doing this on purpose. He tells me, he goes, "Hey, I'm going to bring a snake that I want to give you when I come." And I'm like, "Oh fuck." And I'm like, "Well, now I want to see what it is." And he goes, "No, I want to wait and show you when I come because I know you're going to fucking be like, amazed." And I'm like, "Well, fucking now I really want to see pictures." And because he's not gonna. He's just gonna show up, when he shows up, and he's gonna bring it and wow me then. So now I'm like the rest of you guys, I'm still wondering, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna look like? I know it's gonna be beautiful. I bring you a snake next month. Also remember you are getting a lightning pied as well. I know, I wasn't gonna tell him that. Yes, believe it or not, Dale, when me and Dale first got into this, my gotta have it snake was a lightning pied or stormtrooper. Those are my two favorite of all time ball pythons. You know what I mean? And I kept telling Dale, they were 3,000, 3,500 bucks for a lightning pied when we first got into it. And Dale said the same thing. He goes, "Oh, it'd be awesome to fucking breed lightning pieds." And Dale's got a pair. He's got a male and he's got a female that he's growing up right now. And he's going to end up eventually producing lightning pieds. Well, Dale said he wants to give me a lightning pied once he actually breeds them. And that there's still fucking work. There's still a big money snake. And it's still, I really don't even know what to say to it because, that's just amazing that anybody would do that. But Dale wants to give me a lightning pied, and he says I think that what he's getting at is once he gives me the lightning pied and the snake that he brings me, when he comes to visit, if I put the two snakes together, I can produce lightning pieds, I think is what he was getting at. I'm slow sometimes, Dale. Okay, on what you said, a couple years, I thought that's what you meant. Oh, when you said a couple years, I thought. Yeah, no, that's what I meant. In a couple years that you were going that you know, 2 3 years, you're gonna be able to breed some come up with a clutch of flecking lightning pies, and that's what I was getting at. But I was trying to do it in code, like I wasn't gonna tell them lightning pied. I was just gonna wait and wow everybody when you come over with it, and I could say, look what Dale brought, and you know, what are friends for? I love snakes so much. You deserve it, man. Snakes will have a perfect. I do love snakes and Dale. I do appreciate that, but and you see people, you know, Dale knows that I treat my snakes right. I do try to do what's best with my snakes, and I do truly love my snakes. And my snakes like me too. I don't know if they love me, but I I definitely have a connection with my snakes. You know what I mean? All of them. I love this girl. This girl's so pretty. She's so cool too. She got those green eyes, dark green eyes. Oh, when you said a couple years, yeah, and female and she pied het lightning. No shit, growing up. What are friends for? It's a deal. Looks like they love you on your OnlyFans. Looks like they love me on my OnlyFans. You might not want me to get a baby later on. If I put it in enclosure. I've got one that's in the same enclosure males in, and it's doing fine. But I wouldn't be a bit surprised if around that 1,000 gram mark that it does go off food. Most of the time, them ball pythons in those in enclosures, they do. That's all. But that's all right. They're your snakes. You can do what you want with them. I'm gonna do what I want. What I feels best with mine, and that doesn't make anybody wrong or right as long as we're striving to do what's best by the snakes. You know what I mean? That's all. You know, but Evie, I think, is eventually thinking about maybe putting hers in enclosures, and I told her that's fine. I just told her in the very beginning I wouldn't take and move them where they out of a tub where they feel safe and secure and they eat great to putting them right into a 18 by 36, by a foot tall. That's a lot of enclosure for for even any of those snakes that I'm sending her. I mean, it's a big enclosure. Mm. Dale, you keeping your males in 23s? Well, as long as if something is wrong, we are willing to make it right. We are representing the hobby as it should be. Yes, that's right. What was it? I would just get a 12-inch tall one if I got an enclosure. Maybe in a small container, it barely fits a high and waterable. Yeah, and that's perfect. That's just the way Dale kept his too. Dale was this 12-quart tub in the beginning, with that size thing. And literally, wouldn't you put the water bowl in the hide in there? There's no room. There isn't. There is no room for them to stretch out, but they don't want to stretch out. I have a 10-year-old little girl that's going to be happy. But few snakes don't care. They can go big, try it. If it fails, you will fix it. No worries. No, that's it. And that's why I told him. You know, fucking, if it doesn't do good, you can always throw it in the tub. You know, and Evie, like I told Evie, when Evie decides that if she's going to put it in an enclosure, she's already set up, and it's so easy because you already got the thermostat, you already got the heat mat, all that. So if they don't do good in her enclosure, that she can just put them in a tub. It's not a big deal. You know, but yes, one of my snakes is in a 18 by 36, and it's doing great. They say that it eats wonderful. You know, but they did move it from a tub first. They put it in a tub first, and once they made sure that it was eating on the regular, they moved it over to that enclosure. But their enclosure looks like a fucking jungle in there, and literally, when you look in the enclosure, you can't see the back of the enclosure. There's so much shit in there that literally, when they want to see it, they have to take it out. You know, and the woman said that. She said when they were putting stuff in, they actually ended up putting more stuff in because it was kind of roaming. And when they fucking put so much shit that they couldn't actually see it in there, that's when the snake settled down. You know, and like I said, but once they got it settled down, they started taking a few things out of the enclosure to make it a little easier for them to see. But they're a hands-on keeper, so they didn't care about necessarily being able to see it in its enclosure. They want it to be happy in its enclosure. When they want to see it, they told me just what I always say. You want to see it, take it out. You know. But as long as everybody's willing to like Dale said, if things aren't going well, as long as we're willing to fucking figure out what we need to do to change it, to make it to where they're okay, that's all that matters. And any snake will be fine as long as the keeper is willing to do that. That, you know, sometimes we got to change shit up. You know. But sanitary wise, it's you know, with this many snakes, it's just easier. Right, I keep males in 23 quart, but when they break 1,500-ish grams, I move them to a 70. But they stay around 1,500 to 2K grams for a long time. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. No, and I said that too. You know, like Caesar, you know, I would never keep Caesar in a 23 quart. But this guy is, you know, this guy is fucking, is a small male. And he's staying in a 23 quart. Dale doesn't use hides for the most part, you know, because Dale says the tub is their tub is their hide. He's got just a water. Most of his have got just a water bowl, and that's it in there. And his are fine too. I move females are often around 1,000 grams if they want to go. Yeah, that's kind of what I did with my females. And if they didn't do good, I put them back down in the 23. Like I said, I do have a couple males that I moved up, and they hated it. They stopped eating, you know. But I only let them go a month without eating, and I put them back in the 23 quart. Now they eat like, you know, Captain, Blaze, Lightning. All of them were moved up at one time, and they wouldn't eat. So I put them back down into these, waiting to get some more weight on them. And when they get a little bit bigger, then I'll try the 70 again. And if they don't eat, then I'll just put them back in the 23. Of all my snakes, one snake needs a hide. My adult lightning pied. He likes a hide, huh? Yeah. But out of all his snakes, and he's got more snakes than I do. You know, no hides, but one. And it ain't because he don't care. It's just, you know, they feel safe and secure in these tubs. I feel for some reason males favor smaller tubs, but that's just they do. Well, all the big breeders I ever talked to, they all say that they keep their full size adult males in 23 quart rack. You know what I mean? And only the females they put in the CB70s. I'm not saying I'm like that, because I've got males and females in those CB70 racks. I'm just saying that when I first got into this, lots of people were saying, no, 23 quart is fine for a you know, for the average size male to live its whole life in, you know. But then again, I'm still somebody that thinks, yeah, they need some space, you know. But, and I thought the same thing. I go, holy fuck, how can a snake be, you know, feel good in a 12 quart tub where all it's got is a water bowl and a hide, and it doesn't look like it can fucking move at all. But all mine ate great, you know, and all these guys came from them. All my guys came from this right here. This was the very first start of when I got snakes. That was my very first tub that I started with. There you go. Doesn't look like much space at all, does it? Granted, I'd use just a little. I'd use probably one of these, a bowl about this size. But doesn't look like there's much room in there, does it? But that's what makes them feel safe, because it's a tight little space. A tight little space. Dale started out like that too before he got racks. We both did. And I said the same thing. I said, how in the fuck, they can't even stretch out in that. You know what I mean? And all the breeders I bought snakes from told me that's perfect. That's exactly what you want. And they did. They all ate great. They, you know, temperament wise, it was spot on, and no roaming. You know, I kept asking Dale, geez, I'm only seeing them in the hide, you know. Shouldn't they be fucking thermoregulating? And Dale says, don't worry about it. All you got to do is make sure that your hot spot's right. And that was it. That's all I concentrated on, really, was the hot spot and make sure the humidity was up. And the humidity stays awesome in a 12-quart tub, you know what I mean? And what was it, Dale? What'd we say? Like 600 to 800 grams in a 12-quart? And that's when we start moving them up to a 23. I honestly don't remember. I'm not trying to get you to back me up on anything there. I agree. These racks are awesome. Dale, what weight did we move? We didn't go by length. We go by weight when we moved our snakes up. That's why he also said around 1,500 grams. That's when he moves his males up. He's my baby is in a 15-quart size. This is 12.7, but that's what we used to start in. And what I don't remember. I thought it was like fucking 800 grams, maybe 1,000 grams. What was it? What was the weight when we moved up from these 12-quart tubs in the very beginning? I can't remember, because I haven't had fucking babies in forever that, you know, that I've used those, because I got these. It's basically the same as what you just showed. Yeah, I know. That's a 12.7 quart. So yours is only a few fucking quarts bigger. So what? Oh, he already said. My baby is in that. So is it like 800 grams that we move them up out of a 15-quart? That's what I'm getting at. I'm trying to figure out what weight we actually did, because it would be helpful for Heather and I will say, I honestly, when I did move mine up, I went to this size. I went right to this size from the 12-quart. And they can stay in this side, but I gave them 2 hides on this big one. I gave them a cold hide and a warm hide. But see the difference? I mean, in sizes. I think that's a 32-quart. It's basically the same as what you just showed. It depends on snake for me. I try to move them as fast as they will go. Reason is customers often have some sort of enclosure or something larger, so I try and acclimate the snake to a larger. No, that makes sense because lots of people don't like the thought of putting them in a tub. But if the snake isn't happy, you can tell fast that I move it down. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Dale and I don't fuck around. We know something's off. We don't wait. I don't wait long anymore now. I tend to, like he just said, as soon as I see that there's something off, that's when I take care of it. Oh, my lucid dream. Somebody's looking for you, Dale. I'll put this girl back. Heather, you still with us, Heather? Yes, it does help. It does make you learn fast when you actually care. And you do. We stop picking up on little tiny things that other people are totally oblivious to. You know, it's pretty easy to. It's easy once you've had them for a while to be able to tell what's normal behavior and what's not. You know, and pretty much if they're not fucking in their hide or just hanging out on their cool spot, we pretty much know now that something's off. Oh, that's awesome. The guy that you just sold the snakes to just got him home, huh? Congratulations, buddy. Everybody's here's pumped for you. I got a couple snakes going out, gonna be delivered to them on Wednesday. That's awesome. I bought my granddaughter her first snake when she turned 10 too for her birthday. I got her a banana. I got her a banana. Yep, that's a deal customer right there. Yes. What'd you get from Dale? Hit us with it. Awesome pickups. Awesome pickups. You can't go wrong anyway getting anything from Dale, honestly. He don't produce anything that's shit. You know, he really don't. I haven't seen a snake that Dale's produced that I wouldn't be happy to have in my collection, honestly. You know, and his snake's temperament is awesome too. Dale's great with his snakes. You know, he actually cares. You know, he's not just in it for the money. There are a few of us out there like that. Meaning breeder wise. Actually, at the pet store I was talking about here, somebody brought a bunch of his snakes in to show the people in the pet store, and all the people were amazed at it. And the guy said he actually made a couple snake sales from it, you know, but I think he's friends with the people that own the company. I doubt they'd let me come bring my fucking snakes in. They already told me they'd go ahead, bring a snake in, but I don't think they're going to want me to tub up, 40, 30 snakes and show people my collection. And I guarantee you they're not going to try to sell any snakes for me. Because like I said, that pet store is also selling snakes. But for all I know, they're getting them from him because they're not breeding them. Yeah, no, you can't go wrong doing business with Dale. He's a straight shooter. You know what I mean? And like I said, he's got super fucking healthy animals. With other breeders, you always wonder, and so I still question some of the big breeders. Fucking, how often are they actually in those tubs to know whether if it's got respiratory infection? I honestly probably think, oh, I was gonna sell this snake, but oh, now it's got an issue because I just checked on it to pull it out to get it ready to ship. And how many snakes do they pull out and they go, oh wow, I didn't know that there was something wrong with it, because I'm never in their fucking tubs. I only feed them and take them out of the tub, throw them in a clean one, and throw them back in the fucking rack. With Dale, he's hands on. You know what I mean? And Dale's not gonna have a sick fucking animal that ain't taken care of anyway. If he ever ran into it, like Dale said, as soon as he notices something's up, he's taking care of it. Which Dale's never had any problems, but he's one of them. If an issue arises, he's not gonna fucking wait a few days and see if something, see what happens. He's fucking gonna take care of it right then and there. So. Yes, at least every 2 days. Me personally, every 2 days. But, I'm home to do it. Somebody that's got a full-time job, they do it every 3 days, is still fucking way better than somebody that doesn't do it. But, when they change the tub, My snakes, I think, drink a little more water right now because the humidity is low in the room. So I think mine drink a little more than they do probably in the summertime when the humidity's higher in here. I seem to replace water more often in the wintertime than I do in the summertime. And it might be just evaporating. They might not be drinking at all. I don't know. I just know it disappears. It seems to disappear faster. They never, bowls are never empty. But, I could always tell that, it's gone down quite a bit, from what I call full. Yeah, pull the snakes out of the bar, I think, yeah. But overall, the biggest thing is you got to produce what people want. And Dale 5 years ago saw the future, because Dale 3 years ago Dale knew what was probably going to sell 3 years from then, and he got into it. And that's what you got to be able to do. You got to be able to see far ahead in this business, because like I said, 3 years from now, somebody else that's already in the project that you're doing, 3 years is a long time for them to get way ahead. Growing a female up 3 years to hope that it wants to mate at that. Just because you get them big enough in 3 years doesn't mean that they're actually going to accept the male. A lot of times you're better off having 2 to 3 males to pair to her, because just because you have one male doesn't mean she's going to fucking like him. And that's something too we don't talk about much, Dale. You know, Dale tell you he's got multiple males that he's got to offer females because they don't always want the males that we want them to breed to. Just because we want it doesn't mean they do. You know, and sometimes our females scare the shit out of our males. My fucking albino pied, het pied. Electra scares the shit out of him. I open up her tub, and he's in the water bowl, fucking all curled up, hiding on her. Which sucks. That's why I didn't get any albino fucking pieds. Yeah, well, I like how his animals respond to Nerd. The mutual respect that I see. That's what I like about Nerd because yes, all these breeders we can pick shit apart. You know what I mean? Mutation creation does some stuff that fucking some people don't necessarily agree with, and like Nerd, and then you got Muscle Serpent, you got you know fucking Olympus reptiles. I've seen some stuff that honestly I didn't really care for on always evolving pythons, and I mean it is always a breeder that you can find something that we can pick apart. He don't like Nerd's camera guy. He didn't actually get into it, but you know, the whole thing with Tyler Nolan and fucking the other fucking idiot that got fucking bit by the cobra. I was glad he called him out myself. Fucking, I'm not impressed with either Chandler or Tyler Nolan, and I know they got fucking a million fucking followers and all that shit, but I don't really care for those guys either. You know, I mean, they do some pretty stupid shit on camera and they get away with it. The animals let them get away with it. And there are a lot of stuff that I wish they didn't show because even though they got these statements in the beginning, don't do this and we're professionals, to me, professionals fucking don't necessarily get fucking their thumbs fucking taken off because they're fucking free handling a fucking king cobra. You know what I mean? And I hate the fact that they fucking free handle venomous fucking animals because there's always going to be them people out there that go, oh, I can do that too. It's go for it. You could fucking be the next thumbless, fingerless fucking person too. You know, I know that they probably do love the animals and stuff, but I don't necessarily agree with. Yeah, I would too. He's definitely a fucking awesome tattoo artist. I totally agree with that. No, I do. As far as Nerd, I like the interaction I see between him and his animals because those animals would only react like they do to him because he's done right by them. He's done enough with those animals that they trust him, and I honestly think fucking a lot of them, actually care about him. You know what I mean? And I think he honestly his heart is in the right place. And to me, he handles his animals like I do. He loves his animals like I do. When I watch him interact with his animals, to me that's what I think people see when they watch me with my animals is they see a lot of Nerd in the way I handle my animals. I don't know everything about Nerd. I'm just watching the fucking videos and watching his animals and his reaction, back and forth. You'll be able to find it as a ghost mail. There's there's a lot of desert ghost stuff out there. You know, you just gotta find the one that that flips your skirt to say. You know, the one that makes you go, oh my God, I gotta have it. And obviously, in everything in it that you're looking for. You know, I got a lot of beautiful snakes I'd like to have, but they just don't make sense for me to have them because they don't really go with anything I got. Earlier, I was talking, Dale, I might buy a banana female. I've got fucking a few people out of it that, like the bananas and said that they'd get one. One of my snakes that I sold before to that little boy, that 12-year-old, he and his mother wants a banana so bad, and she said she's willing to wait 3-4 years. She wants to get it from me. So I might actually get a female and maybe do some banana stuff. Produce some visual bananas, because I think people just want bananas. They don't care if there's anything else in there. You know what I mean? Do some pastel bananas, something like that. And somebody else, I think Evie or Heather, somebody else said that they'd be into getting a banana. They'd like to have a banana. So, and I've had other people too on Instagram message me about bananas, and I wasn't really going to do anything with them because I didn't think that many people wanted them, but I've gotten enough messages. I don't think, as long as I fucking produce visual bananas, I don't think I have any problem getting rid of them. But I don't have a female. But I think right now I could probably get a breeder-ready female relatively cheap. I really think it's a buyer's market as opposed to a seller's market right now. Mystic Mountain's getting a bamboo for $40. He's picking it up in person, because at first I was like, oh, that's a red flag. But then he said, no, I'm getting it in person. And he's picking another snake up too, wicked cheap. Somebody got into breeding, and then they got some clutches. I don't know how many, but they got a few clutches, and they're not selling. And now they're all worried, and now they want to get right out of it completely. So they're selling all their stuff off dirt cheap. And somebody fucking that got into it thinking that breeding animals is the way to make buku bucks, and you can do good if you're in it like Dale is, and you put everything into it. Like he said, he hasn't had a vacation since he started this, and he's put everything that he's got into it. And that's why Dale's doing good now, because Dale knew that, you can't go into this half-assed, and think you're going to become somebody. He's put everything into it, and he's starting to finally, really reaping the benefit. Like you said, his money is not paying his work. When he goes to his job, it's not paying for his snakes. His snakes are paying for themselves now. And who doesn't want that? I wish I had that. It's still my money going into all these guys. It's my money that's feeding them. My money that's paying for paper towels and water and, food. Bowls, if they need bowls, I'm pretty good on hides. I'm pretty good on everything, honestly, now. As far as equipment, it's pretty much just food right now, which is enough. A couple $100 every 2 months, $300. On the next. Normally, it costs me a couple $100 for a couple months, and then when I have to buy food again, it's $300 or more. I normally have one cheap month or food bill, and then the next food bill is more, and then the following one will be able to get about a couple $100 again. But still a couple $100 every month, every couple months. Feed my family. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I can't remember what it was like to have, only 5 snakes and only have that 5 snake food bill. This girl still hasn't shed, but I'm gonna take her out anyway. I can't wait till she sheds. Hi, pretty girl. She's such a pretty girl. And she's such a good girl. You guys saw me. This girl I've held and I had out in blue, and like I said, she still hasn't shed yet. You know, she's so dark. I'm in a dark spot. Yep, around my neck. Yeah. Here, girl. Come on. There you go. There you go. At least I don't think she shed yet. Nope, she hasn't. I didn't think she did. She didn't look like she had. My girl Aurora. My sweet girl Aurora. I wish her orange eyes would pick up on this camera. She does. She got wicked orange eyes. I wish she'd pick up on this camera at all. If I stand right underneath the light. Hey, girl. Oh, when did you? Oh, this girl just ate too. I gotta see when Foxy ate. I think Foxy just ate the other night, so. Yes, Foxy just ate Wednesday. What's today? Thursday. Yeah, I won't take Foxy out right now. Motley just ate the other night too. All right, girl, get out of my eyes. I can't see. Can't see. What did we lose? We lose. Oh, I got scroll. I think this girl's 15 grams now. Growing, never brood. She is starting with Desert Ghost. Good start. Banana Clown is pretty cool. Yes, Banana Clown would be cool, but it would take fucking 3 to 4 years before I could even produce fucking Banana Clown. I don't have anything banana that's got clown in it. And you're talking about if I can find a banana clown, I'd have to do a clutch, take those babies, and hope that something is het for fucking clown, grow a female or a male up, and have to keep doing it until you hit it. So you're not talking. It's not as easy as everybody thinks, unless you're going to get adult clown het for banana het for clown adults. It's starting out with nothing het for clown and not any banana clown. You're talking years before you can produce anything. That's the thing. That's why I like visuals, because visuals will give you those visuals fucking in that clutch. You know, but that's not what breeders are doing. You know, breeders are packing the hets, but it's taken them years to get visuals. You know, unless you've already got them that a het for clown and you know, or something like that. You got a clown. Say you got a clown, banana clown, and then you got a banana het for clown. Yes, if you the first time you produce, you know, you get eggs, there's a good chance you're going to get banana clowns. But if you're starting like me, I got pastel coral glows that got no clown in it, to try to introduce clown to them. Yeah, you're talking 2 or 3 clutches before you possibly you're talking years. You know, each clutch is about a year, but that's once you have a breedable female. You know, that's up to size, and then you still don't know if she's going to even take the male. You know what I mean? There's a lot of variables in it. It's not just as easy as throwing 2 snakes together and you're gonna get it. No, you know. But you got a way better chance if you got at least a banana visual clown, and then you got a banana het for clown. There's a good chance that first clutch you'll get at least maybe possibly one, you know, banana clown. Rats pay for themselves and buy my snakes. That'd be awesome. Thank you. That's one gorgeous snake. Not going to get even better as she ages. Do you have an adult clown female? Yeah, I got lots of clown stuff, but I don't have anything in the banana clown. I got clown albinos, clown albinos. I got a clown albino enchi, 3 visual that I produced. I got clown enchi 100% het for albino produced here. That he's not for sale. This guy's a whole bat. I got clown 66% het pieds. I got clown het for pieds. I got male breeder female and breeder male. But this is an enchi clown, 100% het for albino. I got lots of clown stuff. I'm clown deep here. I got a leopard pastel, 100% het for clown. I got a banana Lessa Mojave het clown, but I can't go and breed him. He's got that spider in him, because that would I could probably get bananas out of him. He's a banana Mojave, banana Lessa Mojave 100% het clown. Now, if he didn't have his neurological problems and I bred him to a female, you know, banana, I'd get bananas. I'd get bananas and good chance het for clown, because he's 100% het for clown. But I can't breed him though. That's what sucks. My all white, he's an all white snake that has that spider wobble and shit, and I won't breed him. And it's a big bummer, because he's really he's probably my most powerful male that I have, if it breeding wise, but I can't use him because he's got that problem, you know. So I got the perfect snake to breed, but I can't breed him. So I guess it really don't matter, you know, whether I have him or not. But he would be a perfect one to breed to a banana, because he's a banana Lessa Mojave 100% het clown. All right, girl, we'll put you back. Dad will put you back. Now she doesn't want to go back. Come on. No, you gotta go back. You gotta go back. No, no, no. Come on, girl. Lay down. Lay down. This is the only one that's a fucking pain in the ass to put back. And I mean big pain in the ass. And she's always good. It just, and that's the thing. And she's not afraid of me. So I gotta use two hands to fucking, put in front of her and all that to make her so she'll go back in here. Because even though she's in shed, she just as soon stay out. She's not. I don't have a clown. I don't. I don't have a clown to donate, buddy. I just sold all my babies that I have. Julia's taken this one. This is Ziggy Pop. Is a clown, 66% Hepfapide. Male. I got a female just like him, but these guys are already sold. Julia's taking them. She's taking Ziggy and she's taking Twitch, the female. So those are gone. And Lieutenant Dan, he is another clown, 66% Hepfapide. And Evie's taking him. So the only clown stuff I'm actually keeping is the Enchi clown, 100% Hetfa albino, and I'm keeping who else? Paulo and Vixen. My albino Enchi clown. I'm keeping her because I'm gonna grow her up to hopefully later on produce. But I still got mom and dad that produced her, so, and I'm gonna actually be breeding them again. They're the pairing for the Enchi albino clown and clown Enchi 100% albino was albino Enchi 100% het clown, and Feisty, my clown albino 100% het for albino. Oh, I bought the female for sure. My clown 100% het albino stuff fucking sold right out, right off. I sold all that stuff. Was easy, was real easy. I did have somebody though. Somebody bought one of my clown het pies when prices were still up on them, and I got lucky to sell one when prices were good. Right now, everything is going a lot cheaper than it was, 2 years ago. I can't show you my female. My female clown 100% albino because I just fed her last night. See what else? Black pewter, 100% het for clown. This guy, he's got a bulldog on him. I gotta find my dog. There's my dog right there. He's got a American bulldog right there. See him right there underneath my thumb. See that puppy? He's got a puppy dog on him. Right there underneath my thumb. Right there. Almost looks like my American bulldog we just lost almost 3 years ago. But he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Aren't you, bud? Oh. He's a good boy. Ah, buddy. He's got really cool eyes too. I wish I could show him on here because he does. He's got they're almost like a blue and a blue and a tan, almost this green color, like a blue and that green in his eyes. He's really pretty. He's really pretty, and he's got that army green. You see that color on the top? That's like army green. It doesn't really show up here. And then all of these patterns, his side patterns, all these medallions and stuff, they're like that antique white. So he looks really cool. Where am I located? I'm located about an hour and a half away from Dale, here in Maine. I'm a Mainer. This is a Maine accent. Yeah, I think hold my beer. Hold my beer. You say yep. You saw the dog. Where's Dale? Dale gone because he's making snake sales again. The fucking bastard. Dale's selling snakes right now. Oh, cool. I'm in Orono. Oh, no shit. You're in Orono? Yeah, that's not far away. On the PC. He's on the PC selling snakes. Yeah, I'm in Clinton, Maine. The other side of Waterville, about 35 minutes away from Augusta. I am. I love this guy. I love all my snakes. People all the time ask me, "Geez, what's your favorite snake?" And I always tell them the one I'm holding. I mean, honestly, I love them all. I didn't buy all these snakes because I planned on being a breeder. I only bought like 4 snakes to breed. I had what 16 snakes before I even decided I was going to be a breeder or breed some of them because I'm really not a breeder. I'm a pet keeper. These are overall my pets. You guys gonna vend the show in Portland? No, I'm not. I don't vend. I'm not vending. I don't vend. I don't ever have enough babies to worry about vending. You know, I don't care about being a big breeder or anything like that. I'm just gonna do a clutch or two and wait, and once those babies sell, then I'll do maybe another clutch or two, and that's it. I'm not really a breeder. I'm just gonna get clowns with a bunch of het for leopard or pastel. You know, chances are I won't get a clown. I won't get a clown leopard. They're just gonna be clowns, and they'll be het for leopard. You know, you don't just because you've got it don't mean you get visuals. You know, the only way I'd get a clown leopard guaranteed is if I got another leopard clown visual and put it in a male and put it to her. That's the only way I'd ever get clown leopards. If I just throw a clown to her, I'm just gonna get clowns, het for leopard, het for pastel. You know, it's not as easy as everybody thinks. He can get het leopard. Yeah, I only get het for leopard. Half will be leopards and half will be het for clown. Then I didn't think it through. No, that's fine. You know, it's fine. I didn't take. It's not a stupid question or anything like that, dude. You know, it is just there's a lot to it, and that's why I get fucking confused myself, and I get fucking lost. You know, the more fucking hats that are in them, I get lost. Albino in what? What can I produce with albino? Albino in her, in leopard? You know, a lot of probably normals that are het for leopard, het for albino. You know, Dale. If I threw a albino to leopard pastel 100% het clown, what would I get? If you got time, he's doing other stuff too right now. But isn't leopard incomplete dominant? I couldn't tell you. Okay, okay, het leopard. So would I get if I put an albino to a that's just albino? What would I get? What can you produce that has albino or albino combo? I can do right now. I could. It, I th- Tiana has to get size to her, but I could do albino pieds once Tiana is of size. Um, I've got this Enchi clown 100% albino. I mean, I could do some shit with him. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna put him to leopard. You know, to a leopard. I'm not gonna put an Enchi clown 100% albino to a leopard pastel. I'd still want something leopard, you know, either clown het for leopard or leopard, you know, het for, you know, clown or pastel. I like working with visuals. I like working with stuff that when I produce visuals of that. You know, I'm not into trying to get a bunch of hets so I can, you know, come up with these new morphs and stuff. You know, pet people don't seem to care about, you know, how extravagant the hets are because it's a lot of work and you're talking about years of getting into it unless you're going to produce, you know, same morph to same morph. That's the only way you're guaranteed visuals of that morph, you know, of the two morphs together is if you use visual morphs to visual morphs. Otherwise, you're going to end up with hets. Also, but that's what I can produce. Electra's of size. She's a pied 100% het for albino. If she didn't scare the shit out of Lucky, I could pair him to her. He's a albino het for pied. I could get, you know, I could end up getting albino pieds, or I could get albinos het for pied, or I could get pieds het for albino. I don't have a lot of females here that I could do anything with. You know, Vixen, when Vixen gets older, I could make clown stuff with her. She's an albino Enchi clown. You know, I could put her to a dad and I'll get mostly three visual, more snakes, clown Enchi albino. If I put her father to her when she's of size. He's an albino Enchi, 100% het for clown. So he's as good as a three visual snake. That 100% het albino pretty much makes him a guaranteed, you know, give me three visuals. I didn't word that question correctly. See the above. Just what can you produce that has albino combos? Just what can you produce that has albino combos? Oh, but Dale retracted a message. What can what can you produce that has albino or albino combo? Clown albinos, albino pieds, you know, clown albino stuff. I can produce, you know, Enchi albino clowns with, you know, I can produce pied albinos. You know, that's about it for albino stuff. You know, if I got a male, I could produce lavender albinos. If I got a male for Sunny, you know, I could produce clown albinos. You know, but right now, pretty much albino pieds are about all I could produce. If the male and female, you know, if she stops stealing my mail, you answered it, you're good. You would have read it too. You would have read it too late. Oh, I would have read it too late. I'm not fucking no expert when it comes to fucking morphs. You know, why I like working with visual morphs. It's easy. If you got a leopard pastel, and you put it to a leopard pastel, you got leopard pastels. You know what I mean? You're going to get leopard pastels. You know, clown hat to the same clown hat. You know, if they're 100% hat, you're going to get visual clown for whatever that head is. You know, visuals. And you know, working with that kind of stuff, super pastel leopard as well. Oh yes, that's right. Yes, if you take two, yes. Now, what about how would that work with my clown Enchi albino? If I put her father albino Enchi 100% het clown to her, is there any? There's no super Enchi, is there? I can't remember. I don't think there's a super Enchi. There's no super clown. I know there's no super clown, but is there I don't think there's super albino either. I think no. Yes, there is super Enchi. I thought that I heard of super Enchi, but there's no super clown and no super albino. So if I put the female albino Enchi clown, their father, the albino Enchi 100% het clown, would I get super Enchi clowns? Could I get them? Because that would be something fucking pretty fucking cool. Yes, I would. I'd get super Enchi clowns. Fucking right. Yeah, well, that's what we're going to fucking shoot for. When she's old enough, but she's got a long fucking ways to go. It'll be fucking probably 2 years from now at least. 25% by rights would be super Enchi. Nice. Super Enchis are fucking beautiful. I love the looks of the super Enchis. Because I thought that there was a super Enchi, but I know that once you said that there is, I remember fucking. I can't. I think it was always evolving pythons that fucking had the super Enchi shit fucking 5 years ago. One of them big breeders was right into the super Enchi stuff when we first started going. Because Dale likes the Enchi stuff. Dale's a wicked Enchi person. Yes, Dale's an Enchi guy. He loves fucking Enchi. Some super. Yes, Dale's got some super Enchi. All right, Heather, you still in here? I'm probably going to shut down for today. It's going on long enough. I'm the only one talking. Nobody's really messaging, so I figure everybody's just playing me in the background now. You guys can go play your music or something in the background instead of listening to me. But if Heather or Evie's in here, I'll be getting a hold of you. You, Evie, for sure. Heather, get a hold of me. Whenever. I mean, there's no rush, you know, so. But I hope everybody has a good evening, and I'll be back again tomorrow in the morning, about 10:15. It was nice meeting you, talking to you. Right? Hey, it was nice to meet you, too. Yeah, it's funny because Dale, your other buddy was in here earlier, Dale, from yesterday. Dale's buddy from yesterday popped in, and then you popped in today, so that's fucking cool. More the merrier, and obviously anybody that's cool with Dale knows is cool with me. So But anyway, I hope everybody has a great afternoon. And tomorrow we'll get snakes out. I'll actually take snakes out, and she cleans everything up. It does. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I see you tomorrow. All right, see you, Evie. See you, Heather. See you, everybody. Somebody just popped in. I'm sorry. I'm headed out for the day, but I will be back tomorrow at 10:15. If anybody's going to be around, fucking pop in. Let everybody say welcome, fuckers. All right. Have a good night. We talk to you later. Cheers.